Good morning. Somebody abandoned a cat. It's been hanging around my house. My wife calls it Potato. She's been feeding it. What an interesting week on both sides of the border. The fires, the fire in Jasper that destroyed the town. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Under this Trudeau Jagmeet Singh coalition, we've had five towns burned to the ground. 5 towns burned to the ground in Canada, and this fool's still in power, still running. I could count Fort McMurray was the first one. Yellowknife, Kelowna, the town of Lytton, BC, totally destroyed. Jasper, that's what I know of. 5 cities that have burned to the ground. Well, not totally to the ground, but what I'm trying to say is, hey, morning, Sicko, Paul, Donna, good morning, guys. We've had governments come and go in this country that have done a fragment of what this clown's done, and he's still sitting in power. And the reason why is because the NDP keep propping him up. Well, the longer you keep propping him up, the less seats you're going to get, NDP, if you even get any seats in the next election. And all by rights, they shouldn't have any. Neither should the Liberal Party of Canada. They should be toast. You don't let five cities, okay, in the last 9 years, have caught on fire. It seems like every year, and they'll blame it with global warming. It ain't global warming. I'll tell you that right now. It's not global warming. It could be mismanagement of the forestry, which is under the federal government, especially Crown land, which is federal government land, and the parks, federal parks. So they want to take all this money from us Canadians and do a carbon tax and not do anything with it. They're going to squander it and give it to countries like Ukraine or whoever. Now, we're going to match donations with the Red Cross. First off, Mr. Trudeau, don't sound like a nice guy. You're matching donations with taxpayers' money. It's not your money. And he comes off making it sound like, the Canadian government, we the Canadian government are going to match donations to help out Jasper. And they did it with Yellowknife last year, Kelowna last year, Fort McMurray, the town of Lytton, and that's just what I know of, okay, off the top of my head. 5 towns, okay, that's our money. Before you start giving away billions of dollars and investing in Canada's future with the EV, which is going to be bust very soon because Ford's, GM, and Chrysler don't want anything to do with it. We're just waiting on the turn of the government, which will be a conservative supermajority, to go in the direction of drill, baby, drill, and get the oil out of the ground, keep the economy rolling. These leftists are scary, man. Very scary. You got Joe Biden also dropping out of the race last week, which was pretty funny. Up until 2 weeks ago, he's coherent. He's the best president we ever seen. Then you seen the shot that blew off Donald Trump's part of Donald Trump's ear. Sickening what we're seeing. And then we got, I call her Come Swallow Harris, because she got to the top of her game by doing what? We know. There's videos out there. So on the political landscape on both sides of the border, it's a shit show. Sit back, grab your popcorn, and watch, because we haven't seen nothing yet. Here just for Donald Trump. It really don't mean anything if Donald Trump gets in To me, I'm a Canadian. I can't vote. I'd rather see Donald Trump than the rest of the twits in there. Uh, but they've tried everything. A public assassination drew the line. Okay, you tried locking the guy up. Yeah, you went after his money. You went after his integrity. You went after everything, man. His family, and he's still there. Now these liberals will do everything in the book to cheat, murder, do what they're going to do. They've been doing it for years. So I can't stand what's going on in America, and I really can't stand what's going on in here in Canada. People got to open their eyes. A lot of people are opening their eyes now. I have 3 kids now that are of voting age, which is interesting because none of them are voting liberal. They can't stand Justin Trudeau when they can't afford a house. And the only way they can afford a house is if I give them the house. Right? So I've lost a lot in the last 5, 6 years of personal growth, just like everybody else in this country. Uh, but I'm going to wait another year by the looks of it. We're all going to have to wait another year to call the general election. And it's going to be a bittersweet year. And I'm just going to bide my time and bite my tongue because if I've gone this far, another year ain't going to kill me. It's not going to kill you either. So, lo and behold, the tides are turning. It's only a matter of time well, I wish we were at the same time as U.S. politics. Their time's coming fast. November 6th or November 5th is when they vote over there, right? So we got to wait we got to wait another year. The elections will be happening in America. Then in another year, the Canadian general election is going to happen. They're going to be campaigning, which is going to be interesting to see too, because everywhere Jagmeet Singh goes and Trudeau go, there's going to be resistance. You know, he's crying about, oh my God, people want to assassinate me in Canada. Well, that should be a sign for you to call for an election. You know, not walking on the beaches in Tofino, okay, 2 days before saying, oh, my security, and then walking on the beaches in Tofino with 2 security guards that, but where'd you find them? On a street corner? By the looks of them, they're not, they're paladin security. It's a joke. And he's confronted by a social media guy who came up with a phone and he took an interview for 10 minutes trying to be human. Well, you're not human, Mr. Trudeau. I'm going to read some of these. Good morning, mouth. And fingers in chat. Oh, the fringes in chat. Yeah. I got to have my glasses on. That's one big turd on the beach. 100%, Paul. And it's pretty funny to see, right? How they're complaining. Oh no, you don't think that the conservative government don't get threats, online threats? Now, oh, we're taking this serious now. It's online. You know, if you're going to threaten somebody, anybody knows you don't do that shit online. But then again, you got the left. They do it. Right? So, tit for tat. You know, if you're going to threaten somebody, you don't do that shit online. I'm old school, fool. And if I'm going to threaten you, it's going to be that's going to be to your face, and it ain't going to be a threat because, you know, threats go nowhere. There's going to be action behind it, right? Type with your fingers, right? Yeah. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I can't type. But yeah, no, I'm old school. I'm not going to threaten. I'm not going to, you know, I'm not 20 years old. I'm not going to run my mouth. You know, if I got a beef with you, I'm going to bring it right to your face, right to your doorstep. I'm going to deal with it right then and there, right? So people are, they just charged 2 people in Canada with threatening the Prime Minister of Canada. Wow. I can't believe they're running with that. anything to try and drum up the security for the politicos. It cost us Canadians more money in taxes. You know, obviously, if you're getting threats, you're doing something wrong, Mr. Trudeau. You know, you got a family, a wife, well, whatever. You know, not really a wife. She's with somebody else now. But you got a family to protect. I get it. With all your bullshit, you got to have some sort of protection. Especially you're the Prime Minister of Canada. You don't have two bodyguards that look like Paladin security guards on the beach on your vacation in Tofino. Yeah, no more passive aggressive beating around the bush nonsense, eh? Yeah, you know, if you're going to do something, you do it. You know, I'm a man of my word. And when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. Or I don't even open my mouth. And seldom do I even open my mouth when I say I'm going to do something. I'm just going to do it. So, yeah, the online hating and stuff like that, you can't have it. And you seen it right after Trump took that shot and leftists came out. Oh, no, that was ketchup. I wish people were saying, I wish he would have got it in the head, this and that. And I'm just sitting back going, 2024, they're going to find out how cancellation works, these leftists, right? And a lot of people have been. People have lost their jobs. Uh, they go into work thinking, oh, well, everything's hunky-dory. But by putting out a message like, oh, I wish he was 3 inches over and it would have got him. Uh, no, that's not acceptable. Now, I get it, freedom of speech, freedom of thought. You know, think the way you want, but don't put that shit online. And then cry about, oh, I lost my job at Home Depot or Tim Hortons and uh, because of what I said online. You're a fucking idiot. And this is a shitty coffee. Shittiest coffee I ever got from Tim Hortons. There's an advertisement for you. 60 years of fucking people. When coffee was 30 cents a pop, now it's $2.80. Right, so I think it's pretty funny what we're going to see coming around the corner. But like I said, I've seen governments fold for fucking a fragment of what this Trudeau fucking guy's been pulling in politics. We got scam after scam after scam. I can't even remember. And that's what they're doing. They're burying people in scams. You got the green scam, you got the carbon scam, you got fucking... Name some scams, Paul. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. It's sickening. Then you got the towns burning down under this guy's watch. Now, I could see it happening once, but not fucking 5 times. And now Jasper, I've been to Jasper, and very beautiful town, and I'm looking at the pictures today going, unfucking believable. Really. Unfucking believable. These towns have been here for fucking 100 fucking years. The weather hasn't changed. Well, I guess it has. 420 million years ago, Niagara Falls was south of the equator. So put that in your carbon pipe and smoke it. Okay, in geology, I believe in geology. I don't believe in science, but geology I do. And the rocks don't lie. Okay, the shifting of the poles, that wasn't global change, global warming change. It's the way it is. This guy thinks, oh, we're going to put in 1 billion trees. He hasn't fucking planted any of these trees. He's burnt a lot. A lot's been burnt, man. Be the Arrow, Donna, Anasty, good morning. Good. We got the regulars in here. The dude, that was a funny show I was on the other night. Chicken Head, I think it is. AM, Wake Up AM or whatever it is. Steve and those guys. I'll be back on his show. That's a great podcast they got going on over there. And they're pretty impartial, even to Trump. They don't like come swallow. Come swallow. And they got a lot to say about Trump and his administration, the last administration. So who knows, right? Yeah. AM Wake Up. Good podcast for sure. Yeah, and they're on the West Coast, California. Seemed like a solid crew they got running over there. I'm new, but I used to watch a lot of Maverick. Not so much anymore. Ah, man, that guy. You go woke, you go broke. He used to have 450 people watching, and now he's lucky to get 100, 150. And then he'll claim that the best was this. He'll claim that hundreds of thousands of people are watching him worldwide. I don't fucking think so, buddy. You're delusional. Delusional. That's what that is. You know, when you got the same cast, because nobody wants to go on his show anymore. It's the same fucking bullshit, right? And now he's selling Donald Trump shirts with Donald Trump with his fist in the air. And you can only order them from Maverick. What a fucking loser. That's what I think of him. But like I said, these towns are burning. And I've been here 54 years. Never heard of it before in my life. We could go rename them. Linton, BC. Supposedly global warming, but we heard that a train spark from the train track started that one, and it burnt that whole town to the ground. And we had Kelowna. Then we had Yellowknife last year. Fort McMurray burnt to the ground, which is in Alberta. And now Jasper. Now I don't know if there's been any east where towns have been on fire. But you'd think this guy, after the first one, would have learned. You know, and then you hear you're gonna find out in the end that it was probably EV cars. Hey Queenie, what's happening? EV cars out there that ignited the fires. You know, we got billions and billions and billions of dollars given to these EV companies that want to build this lithium battery, and all that shit's going to be on hold. It should be trash, scrapped, but the money's already in place. That's our tax money, and billions gone to Ukraine, but yet we're going to match the Red Cross donations, is what the Canadian government said. Yeah, it's turned into a grifting show. You know what? I liked Rick in the beginning and everything else, but I'm all about freedom of speech. You know, don't tell me I can't say right here on my right here on YouTube, go fuck yourself, because I can, and I'm not getting any of these strikes. We'll call them strikes. I'm on Rumble. I tell people to fuck off all the time on Rumble. You don't like the way I think? Fuck off. Period. It's taken 3 months for parts for your Jeep. Why, is there a shortage of parts going on, Queenie? You support a coop, a chicken coop? I support a lot of things. We're gonna have some changes, man. You know, who knows what's gonna happen? Hong Kong. Nice to see you. They're forcing the EV is your thought. Well, what kind of parts are you looking for, Queenie? Because I live 1 mile from Detroit, and I have no problems getting parts, because we'll just go across the border and get them. True shit. You need tires? Oh, nice biplane. You need tires? You need anything? Gaskets? thermostats, anything you need for your vehicle. We can order it right here from Windsor, and I got friends every day coming across that border. Fuck, pick shit up for me all I want for nothing. So if you're having problems finding parts, let me know. It is a lot cheaper, I'll tell you. For instance, on my truck, I drive a diesel, and a temp sensor went on my truck. They wanted $160 just for the sensor here at the dealership, okay? Just for the part, and probably another 160 to change it. Okay, so now we're looking at $420 for a sensor. My son-in-law went over to Detroit, $13 for the sensor, came back with the sensor, threw it in my truck. I said, you gotta be fucking joking me. Would have been $460. It went to $13 American. I need parts picked up in Metro Detroit. They're sitting at a friend's house. Hong Kong, get a hold of me. But everything comes with a price. You know, you got to pay for the fucking toll, for starters. You pay for the gas and the kid's time. Fucking kid will go over there and grab it right now. Yeah, it would have been a lot more than that. Yeah, I told my buddy who owns a Chrysler dealership, I said, he said, we can't compare with the States. No fucking shit. You know, you got over here in Canada, you got CarQuest, Part Source, this and that. Fuck, over there, they got it all, man. They got it all. You want aftermarket, they got it. You won't have a problem finding shit over there. Yeah, so you'll save a ton by still shopping in the States for your parts. Omar, Liberal Party said families should drive for long hours, shouldn't drive for long hours, or should drive for long hours due to burning the planet. And the Prime Minister, the way he gets caught. You know what? It's a scam. Donald Trump said it right. And it was a scam. This whole carbon tax is a fucking scam. And I'll tell you why. Now, I don't believe in science too much, but plant biology, I studied plant biology when I was a kid, all the way through high school, and I excelled. And, you know, I did what I did. I became a great master grower. And so a little bit about, South Africa's in the house. Johannesburg, that's South Africa. Pretoria, that's South Africa. Victoria Falls, that's South Africa. Cape Town, that's South Africa. So you got all this carbon tax bullshit out there. Okay, with plant biology, I will know in a New York second if we have a problem with carbon. My plants show it, my garden shows it, my fucking lawn will show it, because what happens for photosynthesis is the plants take in what? Carbon dioxide gas, the CO2. Okay, they'll take in the CO2 and it releases what? O2, oxygen. It's simple, it's basic. And if there's a problem with the carbon, the leaves would be turning different colors. Okay, in the summertime, they'd be turning orange if there's not enough carbon. It'll look like fall. And that's not the case here in Canada at all. Everything's green and luscious, and there's no issues with the carbon. We've been carbon neutral for a long time. I don't care what anybody fucking says in the government. You know, they think they know everything. Well, they should take a lesson in plant biology before you open your mouth about carbon tax, and take a course in history before you let fucking Nazis in the House of Parliament for a standing ovation. Read some comments. South Africa, Cape Town. Yes. Never been, but I do know a little bit about geography too, obviously. If I know South Africa, the town of Pretoria, Victoria Falls, Johannesburg, in Cape Town. So I know a little bit, I guess. I ain't the smartest guy in the world, but it's just basic. Open a textbook, go on Google. You could educate yourself on Google. I'm not sure if that's the right way to go, but you could. I know people fucking YouTube videos self-taught, you know, self-taught mechanics. Actually, I had a problem changing some, what was it, a Mohan cartridge, because I've never done it before in my shower for the shower head, and it's a lifetime warranty. I popped out the one. I went on YouTube. I watched this girl on YouTube do it, and I'm like, fuck, that seems pretty simple. I went upstairs, took it apart, grabbed the cartridge, went to Home Depot, lifetime warranty. They had them in the box. Boom, boom. Went home, watched how she installed it, put it in. Fuck, I haven't had a problem. So yeah, you can self-teach on YouTube, self-teach on Google, I guess. And everybody asks me, how do you do this? How do you do that? Well, I could tell you how to do it. I can't tell you how to do my job. You're not going to learn that on YouTube. But that comes with years of experience. Uh, but anything else, really, you can learn it all on the fucking net. I got friends of mine. How do you do this? I said, how the fuck do you know that? I went to YouTube. I'm just laughing, going, well, fuck, thanks. Thanks for the shortcut. Looks like I'm going to YouTube. But basic repairs. Fucking even jet skis. I'm an avid jet skier. I think I'm going to go out. The weather's beautiful. There's no wind. I might go out in an hour down the Detroit River. But rebuilding jet skis, you can learn it all on YouTube. Taking apart motors, all that shit, right? So yeah. You have any wildfires going on in South Africa? I bet you guys do. The Serengeti. What a huge continent. Africa. With a lot of countries. I couldn't name all the countries. But I do know one country in the north called Eritrea, which straddles Ethiopia in the Jordan River. And I didn't learn that on YouTube. I learned that in school. So yeah, the over here in Canada, things are a mess politically. They're a mess politically worldwide. The solution is yet to come. I'm sure it's going to come. It's going to come fast, guys. So like and share the video. I'm just having my morning coffee. I got to start my day. My broccoli's looking good. My tomatoes are looking great. My celery's looking great. My weeds looking even better. I'm going to tend to the garden, do some things. You really think there would be a re-election with love for PPC to win? I don't know. I don't know, really. If we could have an early election, that would be great. But I think this guy here, he's a fascist. He's a tyrant. With the word fascist comes dictator, right? He's a narcissist. He thinks he's doing everything right. I think he's in there just for the money, period. Jagmeet Singh's in there for the money, for the pension. And it's blatantly obvious to everybody in Canada what's going on. And it's pretty bad. The selections, not elections. I don't know. I don't know about that one either. For the third time with the PPC? Well, I'll tell you, if PP don't straighten out and do what he says, like he says, I'm going to axe a carbon tax. Well, axing is not, I don't think he's going to axe a carbon tax. He's going to cut it from 23% to 13% and say, see, I told you I axed the tax. Okay? And when that shit starts happening, we got fucking problems. Then we're stuck with them for 4 years, and then you call in, the third party. Enough's enough. The party that's for the fucking people. I don't care if they're right wing, super far right wing, whatever. You know, you're letting in fucking the immigration policy over here is so fucking bad. The immigrants are getting here, and they're seeing how fucking tough it is to live, and they can't afford to live. They're fucking going home. A lot of them, they've had enough. They can't take it. They, you know, a lot of them are getting shit for free. You know, you go to the food banks. I'm going to go to the food bank. That's what I'm going to do. And do a video of the food bank and see how depleted our food banks are. You know, when you can't afford to feed your people, you can't afford to stop a forest fire. You know, you got a fucking town that's ready to burn down. You call the fucking Army, you call the Navy, you call the fucking Air Force. You get those guys in there. You put them fucking fires out. These guys, a lot of them in the military, are just sitting around waiting for a war anyways. Put them to fucking work. I'm sick and tired of even the streets with fucking crime. I'm not saying we should go to a military style but police state. But the fucking way crime's out of hand here in Canada, in Toronto, and fucking even here in the city of Windsor, you get the fucking military in there. You fucking go clean house. You know where these fucking fentanyl dens are and these crack houses. You go in and you fucking go in and you strong arm them. You put a stop to it. There's spots in Toronto where it's unsafe for even the fucking police to go into these neighborhoods. The police won't go into fucking Regent Park and Jane and Finch, and there's a bunch of neighborhoods like this because they're outgunned and they're outmanned. So the solution to that is call the fucking military, put them to work, take a bite out of crime. Makes sense, right? Who agrees with me? Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with me. You got thousands of people sitting on military bases. I'm not saying they're not doing nothing. Yeah, they're preparing for the next war. Well, they've been preparing for the fucking next war since Korea. Since 1955, okay? 1956. And there hasn't been any war. But when a fucking fire happens and it's going to disseminate a fucking town, it's all fucking hands on the ground. You send in the fucking military, man. Don't tell me you fucking can't. They're getting paid regardless, sitting on a fucking base or fighting a forest fire or taking care of crime in the fucking country because the police are outmanned and outgunned in some of these neighborhoods where it's so fucking unsafe the police won't even step into the neighborhood. Enough's enough, man. Trudeau's a commie. What's going down, man? So put the military to work, even in the United States. My daughter just went to Chicago yesterday. My nephew was going to meet some friends in Chicago, but he needed a ride, so my daughter and her boyfriend said, yeah, we'll drive to Chicago. They've never been to Chicago, even though it's only fucking, well, they said it's 4 hours away. I said, no, it ain't. It's 6 hours. I used to go there a lot. Okay? Well, there's spots in fucking Chicago, okay, where you just don't fucking go. And it's not just Chicago, it's LA, it's New York, it's across the board. Okay? Right across the fucking board. And that's wrong. If it's that unsafe, it's time to use the military. Make it safe. Troll Slayer, what's up, man? Well, we're just talking some shit this morning. So, yeah, a firm believer. I'm not saying the military occupies the fucking neighborhood forever, but you go in there and you clean up the fucking neighborhood. And you use your military, the guys with the fucking automatic weapons. Let them do their job. You'll see change. You know, they just arrested, 28 people in fucking Toronto for home invasions and robberies and fucking all kinds of fucked up shit. And then they throw their pictures up on the screen. These aren't Canadians. Not one of the fucking pictures on the screen looked like they were born in Canada. You're having your granddaughter's birthday party today. Right on, man. Happy birthday. How old? So I'm a firm believer. 5, congratulations. I'm a firm believer. When things become unmanageable and unsafe for people in this great country of Canada, it's time to wake up. You know, you got towns and little cities burning to the fucking ground. It's time to wake up, man. Smell the dog shit. Because I like to say, when in doubt, burn them out. And I think that's what the fucking Liberal government's doing. You don't have 3 fires, especially in Alberta. Okay? Well, 2 of them were in Alberta and 1 north called Yellowknife. Okay? Where fucking towns are burnt. Burnt to the ground. Stand for something or fall for nothing. I like that. I really do. That's the truth. I'm not going to kneel for anybody. I'd rather be sitting in a fucking prison cell than kneeling to and kissing the ring of Trudeau. Fuck you. You work for me. You'll be kissing my fucking ring. And that's the problem. These fuckers, they think, oh, I'm the government now. I fucking, I'm the one who calls the shots. No, you work for the people. But what we're seeing, we're seeing a bunch of bullshit where fucking I've never seen before in my life. Everything from the Abby Khan scam to the SNL fucking Lavalin scam to the fucking scam. Everything's a fucking scam with these people. They think it's a fucking joke. You got this Felipe fucking champagne fuck, you know. You wouldn't last 10 fucking seconds in my world. None of these fucking clowns would. Come to my neighborhood. Come and live like me. These fuckers would be fucking toast. They'd be crying for the military to come and help. Got fucking Brian Massey, longest fucking NDP fucking Liberal Party member piece of fucking shit, okay, in politics, lives fucking 3 blocks this fucking way from me. This fucking guy's as useless as a fucking pair of tits on a fucking bowl. Okay, and he's been sitting there fucking, oh, his claim to fame is, I got fucking sports betting, fucking one-on-one sports betting finally in the casinos. 25 fucking years this guy's been in politics, and that's your claim to fame? Sports betting? Wow. One of the fucking top, I'll put it in the top 4 addictions is betting, gambling, which creates suicide and fucking turmoil in people's families when they bet all their fucking money. Right? So we got Brian Massey, his claim to fame is sports betting. Yeah, how many people have fucking died from suicide from spending all their money on fucking sports bets? Or wait, even better yet, going to a Shylock to get the money and they can't fucking pay. Well, you got to pay the piper somehow. Sometimes it costs you your fucking life. Yeah, I'm a firm believer a lot of it's rigged. Sports betting, the lotteries. A lot of it's rigged. And that's another thing. Oh, fucking taxes, this and that. Fucking, there's no tax on fucking betting. You win the lottery, you don't pay any tax. Not in Canada. You make a bet and you win 100 grand or 200 grand or 10 fucking million. You don't pay tax. Yeah, 100% pro sports are rigged. Yeah, I'm a firm believer of that now. I've seen a lot of fucking bullshit that way too. Sports betting. Well, you got the government involved, right? Once the government's involved, it's fucking, everything's fucking gone to shit. You know, government should just mind their own fucking business. Take your tax money, fix the roads, police the cities the right way with the money. Don't be giving our fucking money away to some fucking shithole in Ukraine, which we all knew that was a fucking scam too, but no, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. They played that one off pretty good, trying to tell people, oh, Ukraine, they're trying to stop the Nazi regime with fucking Vladimir Putin. You ain't gonna stop no fucking, that would be like Canada trying to fucking go to war with fucking America. It's exactly what it is. Ukraine has 30 fucking million people. Canada has 40 million people. Do you think Canada stands a chance if we went to war with America? No. But if Donald Trump was in, oh, they would justify it. Oh, fucking trying to get out the Nazi Donald Trump. Donald Trump's no fucking Nazi at all. I don't believe that shit for a fucking second. And everything that they said about the guy. Yeah, he comes off fucking little brush. I can't wait. He should give that come swallow a fucking debate and let people know how she got to the top. The videos are out there. Fucking spoiler. Yeah, Trump's for real. He talks like me, talks like you. He's been fucked by the system. We all seen it. You know, you got two parties over there that are fucking just fucking. That Democratic Party is something else, man. If that ain't fucking Nazism, I don't know what ain't. And they're trying to sell everything, the Obamas and the fucking Clintons and now the Bidens. You got to, I'm going to go over it again. You got Hunter fucking Biden smoking crack. You got Joe Biden taking showers with his fucking daughter while Hunter's on the shitter smoking crack, beating off. What a fuck. And Jill, Dr. Jill, fucking prescribing all the pharmaceuticals to the whole fucking family. It's some fucking serious Jerry Springer shit. But yet they're in power. Unfucking believable. The shit that I've seen. It's only going to get better though. So I'm going to end this little rant today. I'm going to do my shit. They're going to try and take Trump out again. That's what I think. That's what I think too, troll. They're not done. They're not done with Trump. But miraculously, if Trump makes it, they're going to cheat their fucking way to this fucking election. And they're going to say, oh, like Kamala Harris or Come Swallow Harris. She got over 100 million in donations. I'm not buying that either. But they're telling you that. They probably had a fucking 100 million rupees. Rupees in India is about fucking $20 American. 100 million of them. So I got to roll, guys. I got to eat my breakfast, enjoy my day. You guys the same. If anything breaks, I'll come back on and let you know. Thanks.